Okay. Hello, hello. I am Jose Duan Urbano. In this opportunity, I'm going to answer the three questions related with this speaking text. The first question, all the questions in relation to the technology in education. The technology in education is opportunism, but it is a challenge. The technology is a new advance is a new important needs for all the for all the people in different areas in different kind of knowledge. In this case, we had a advantage and disadvantage. What is the first advantage? In my opinion, the technology led to access to limited information that is so necessary because before the the teacher and student and all the people had to get into the information that information in the library, but in the library don't get the no information, all information. But I don't want to say the library is not good. The library is not necessary. The library is necessary to focus to read, for example, but it's other advantage the technology. In this case, that access limited information. The people or a student infinite a lot of information, but depend how to use that information. Because in the for example, in the internet, in the social media, for example, you find uh, fake news, fake research, for research that is not good. Depend how to analyze or checking the real and what is the real information, what is the investigation, what is research, what information is get with the experimental method, for example, what is information is 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 into investigation, no? That depend with you, with all you. And other advantages, interactive learning platform. In this case, when you decide to learn English or Spanish, in my case, we find different platforms like Kahoot is a gamification platform, Duolingo, between others. Flexibility with online course is so important, it's so necessary advantage because we have all the time, we have all the time and no time. I'm sorry, we had no time to get a course. In my case, I decided to study in this university or in this way of the study because that all we I study in tourism, and the this course or this keynote study led to flexibility schedule, led to manage. I decide to manage my time. I decide to manage my homeworks. Is so important that. But we we had a disadvantage. The first disadvantage, in my opinion, is distraction from social media. When 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 you decide to study something, uh, we had distractions in social media. For example, I study in front of my computer, and maybe I I heard um, I heard the sound of or alarm of the WhatsApp, for example, that is so distressed that I get distracted all the time for that. But depend you to turn into WhatsApp or different social media and focus in your in your homework, focus in your text, focus in your course. Depend you. Digital device in creating inequality and is real. The people of the world don't have the same technological device, don't have the same resources. The people had the different needs. Don't have the, for example, according to the school, according to the education, the different institutions, the different schools don't have the same tool, the same technological device, don't have the same place. That is a great inequality situation, inequality context, but it's a great disadvantage. For that reason, the people in the rural zone, for example, uh, is in general, they couldn't develop the gamification strategy, for example, no potential lower the social skill, but that depends on the people. In my case, now I am in front of my computer, but it's not all the time in front of my computer. I decide in my personality decision to turn off the computer, and I think I had to stop here and decide to go out to share with my family, to share with my friends, or I decide to do other thing in the real context, no? But depends. But in common, the people, the students, all the time in front of the computer is so bad. It's not good. In conclusion, the technology is a powerful tool. Um, we had to use the balance way. I depend our purpose. That is good. That's correct. Okay, according to the second question, the personality, I personality in education. Mhm. The I led to personality education or score first adult instance. Transforms in this example, a square between others led to analyze a lot of great specific error or mistake in the exercise in the same time is the in easy way, but it's a great uh, where it's a great form to adapt to the system, adapt the personality, education. And the other is virtual tutors. In this case, for example, when you decide to speak English, to learn English, another language, I decide to speak with the virtual teacher. In the I, in this moment we can find to the teacher I that teach the that teacher. Uh, led to speak, led to share, led to to analyze your speaking, your listening. Is so easy when the people cannot cannot speak with other people in the real situation. No? So that analysis is so necessary. That analysis identify different specific information necessary to create a specific model, a specific needs to answer what is the needed of the specific student, for example, and to get to produce or to get specific suggestions. No, in this case, in the educations, it's so necessary to analyze the different dates, to analyze the curriculum, analyze the different needs in this case to get specific informations and for to getting specific resources. But the technology I is not is don't replace the teacher, the personal teacher, or don't replace the teacher who is in the classroom. Don't replace that. The humans share the human connections share with the other people in into the classroom is necessary because prevents, for example, the I when you decide to ask a question, the eyes maybe answer the question in the general, is not the context, but that is necessary to use it. In my case, for example, use it a prompt. According to prompts, the eye analyze the information. You require that is the answer. What is the specific information do you ask it? That is so important. And virtual reality in the classroom. The classroom is so important. For example, if you decide to study health or you decide to become a doctor. In this case, the virtual reality we get benefits. For example, we had a simulations in the increased engagement. For example, if in the case of the doctor, uh, the doctor needs a complicated operation with risks, that is important to try that operation, but improve to to improve the operation, maybe to engagement for to real situation. In the future vision is the virtual reality is accessible, but in the future is so necessary to prevent the future operation, to prevent the future simulation, but it's not the real situation. We had different challenges, for example, in my opinion, high cost, or for example, use the metaverse and metaverse in the Facebook. All the institution in Colombia don't have that technology, don't have the that kind of or the technology device. But others challenge is the physical effects when you have the virtual reality get maybe headache, no? Is a common symptomatic ways to all the time use it that that strategy, that instruments. Okay,